Welcome to the Queen's Lair, a lifestyle podcast. Get inspired by our latest tips and information about small business, entrepreneurship, natural hair, travel, food, and even relationships. Stay tuned for another great episode. I am your host, Renee Patrice. Welcome back, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning into my podcast once again. I have this saying that's been sitting with me, and it says, nothing that is truly for you will require you to betray yourself in order to achieve it. This is such an important saying because so many times we think that we have to be something else to achieve people's approval. And then no one really ever meets the real you. It's always a representative. It's always the person with the suit jacket on, putting on airs or whatever. Just be yourself. I've said this on this podcast a million times, but that summed it up very well. Just be yourself. Stop wanting to keep changing and, shape-shifting for everybody that comes around. It's great to be adaptable. Be adaptable, meaning you can come into any situation and navigate, but don't change who you are. Because who you are, you're going to attract the right people that are going to come around you. If you're constantly changing up who you are, then you're never going to attract your tribe. You know what I mean? There's that saying that says your vibe attracts your tribe. It's so true. But if you keep switching up who you are or how you appear to be, it's going to be misery. Straight misery. Then sometimes you have mixed company. Sometimes you have people that are more in your personal life and more in your business life, and they may come together at some point. They know two different people. It's nothing like when you have a mixed group and they think they know two different people. That's the microwave going off in the background. It's a real podcast, y'all. I just realized that thing is beeping. Oh, God. I'm not cutting it out either. Oh, gosh, I tell you. But yeah, I at one point felt like I had to change how I was. Well, that hasn't been for a very long time. I think this probably ended somewhere in high school, but I always thought I had to change who I was in said situations. And somewhere along, I would say the latter part of high school, before I started college, I said, you know what? I'm just going to be who I am. And I always had a weirdo circle of friends. None of us are like each other. You know how sometimes you have friends and, okay, y'all, this thing cannot keep beeping like this. I'm going to make it stop beeping. Well, you know how sometimes you have, there we go, won't beep anymore. Sometimes we have, you see groups of friends and everybody in the group looks exactly alike. In the way that, and not just in the face, I'm not saying that, but the way they carry themselves, the way they dress, they just always seem, they look alike. They just rub off on each other. My friendship groups are not like that. All of us are so completely different. When you put us together, it's like, how did we meet? People look at us and they're like, how did y'all even come together in the first place? Because we're such a mismatched group. But what at the core, pretty much, I think I have maybe two friendship groups. The one thing that we do have in common is that we don't put on airs. We are exactly who we are. And we have been that way since high school. for the high school crew. And then the childhood crew, pretty much the same thing. They've been the same. And we don't look like we would even know each other in a room, but that's the beauty of it, is that we are so totally different. Months of time can go by. People get busy in their lives, and I understand that, but when we link up, we talk, it's like time never passed. I don't get offended. I used to be like, oh, people don't call and they don't, whatever. I'm trying to keep in touch with you. I don't even care about that. You want to get together next week? We haven't seen each other in 6 months? Cool. We haven't seen each other in a year? Cool. We all live in different parts of the country. Some of us outside the country, so we're not going to, and then the pandemic, of course, just rearranged everything. So life is not the same as far as that's concerned, but I'm still glad that when we do link up, it's like no time has passed. It's not awkward. We just get right into conversation like we just saw each other last week. And I love that. I absolutely love that. And when you have that type of group, hold on to those people, because those are the people that truly know you. Those are the people that, most likely will be the people that will support you through all of your personal efforts, your professional efforts, all of that. Come through and be yourself. Don't worry about trying to impress people, trying to be something you're not. Don't do all that. Just be yourself, right? All right, you guys. A little word that I had for somebody out there. It encourages me and has encouraged me, so I hope it encourages you as well. You know what to do. Like, share, subscribe to this podcast. Don't just come and listen every now and then. Subscribe so that you get notification of when a new episode pops up, which is pretty much every day, because I record every day. This is a daily podcast, you guys. Okay? If you're listening for the first time, welcome. Go back and listen. I don't think you could listen to all these podcasts even in a weekend. You know what I mean? There's like over 400 episodes. And we cover all types of lifestyle topics, small business, entrepreneurship, my ups and downs of entrepreneurship and owning a business, and even some personal stuff as well. Send this along to somebody that you think would love it. Connect with me over on Instagram. That's my most active social media. And I'm going to start doing more regular posts on my timeline. I always post in my stories pretty much every day, but I sometimes take breaks from my timeline, and I actually broke that break. I was not on my timeline, I think, for about 30 days. Actually, more than 30 days. It was 30 days on the 11th, I think. I think the last time I had posted was July 11th. So I just posted today. And it's been more than 30 days, but I am back on there. And follow me over on Instagram at Onyx Queen Media. And I'm going to come up with some more, not sayings, what are they like? I'm trying to think of the word. Not necessarily sayings, but powerful words of wisdom. I'm going to do a few of those because I've saved some of them from places that I've seen. I've seen some on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, things like that. So I've saved a few of them in my phone. So I'm going to kind of rearrange them, and I'm going to do a few of them. But this was just the first one of maybe 4 or 5 to come. All right, you guys. So have a great weekend, or if you're listening to this on the weekend, I don't know, it just happens to be Friday here. And I will talk to you guys tomorrow. All right? Bye. Online savings simplified. Don't search for coupon codes ever again. With one click, Honey's smart shopping assistant will automatically apply discounts to your cart in seconds. Save on all your favorite things. Easily pay less for products you're already buying online. It's as easy as 1, 2, 3. Join Honey for free. It takes 2 clicks to add Honey to your Chrome, Safari, Firefox, or Opera browser. Find savings in seconds. While you shop, Honey will find working promo codes across the entire internet, and you save instantly. With one click, Honey will apply the best deals to your cart. It's that easy. So what are you waiting for? Get Honey. Download it today. Visit our link, www.tinyurl.com/ONYXHONEY. That's www.tinyurl.com/Onyx Honey. Start saving right now.